All around the world, everyone is ready to move on from 2020 to hopefully a much better year in 2021. Due to the massive hits to the travel industry, almost every major coaster set to debut in 2020 was pushed back, and with many 2020 editions already set to debut, this could be an absolutely historic year for roller coasters. Today I will outline most of the US editions, and next week we'll dive into some of the major overseas rides coming in 2021. So let's jump in. Leading off is Six Flags Discovery Kingdom's 3rd edition in 4 years, Sidewinder Safari, a Zamperla spinning mouse. While not groundbreaking by any means, these have by far the most extreme spinning of any wild mouse coaster out there, and they really are a fun family ride for any park. Better than no coaster at all, by far. Next we have Phoenix, a Vekoma Junior suspended coaster coming to Dino's Wonder Wheel on Coney Island, New York. A custom layout and a new Coney Island coaster will always make me smile, especially when you see smaller parks putting in millions of dollars after a rough season. Hopefully the addition helps the park rebound from what was no doubt a tough year. A pair of SNS 40 free spins will be making their way to parks next season, Dragon Slayer at Adventureland and the unannounced ride coming to King's Dominion. Both are clones of the exact model seen around the country already, and these can feel more flat ride than coaster, but for the footprint, offer pretty big thrills. It isn't confirmed if King's Dominions will open this year, but with track and supports on site already, I would assume it will be ready at some point in 2021. Now, it's no secret that SeaWorld San Diego lacks the quantity of coasters one would like to see at a park, but they are also receiving their 3rd edition in 4 years. Emperor will be a smaller scale B&M dive machine. At only 153 feet tall and 2,411 feet long, it's dwarfed by some of the other US dive coasters. But even so, these rides are smooth and offer a consistent, fun ride. Plus, it's got a penguin theme, and you really just can't beat a penguin theme. Moving to another SeaWorld park, this time in Orlando, we see Icebreaker, a premier multi-launch coaster. Now, it's easily the most tame of the year's multi-launch coasters. The ride will provide a much-needed stepping stone ride to the less courageous guests in the park, dominated by Mako, Kraken, and Manta. But at 93 feet and 52 miles an hour with a beyond vertical spike, this ride is no pushover either. It may not measure up to the chain's other additions this season, but don't underestimate this ride. It might surprise you. A more recent announcement out of Silverwood Theme Park in Idaho revealed Stunt Pilot, an RMC Raptor clone of the mirrored twins Railblazer and Wonder Woman. Now, I'm absolutely pumped to see more of these opening. If small parks are going to put in clones, please let them be these ones. There's no reason these can't replace older, small footprint coasters. Now, other rides have served their time, like boomerangs and such, but these need to replace them. Obviously, these are extremely intense thrill machines despite their short stature and length. This is the most mysterious of the projected 2021 rides. Formerly known as Primordial, this ride at Lagoon is being built in-house like Cannibal was. Now, not much else is known except that it's being built inside and around a massive structure outside the park, and it should be fantastic. It has me hooked just waiting for the reveal to finally add to an already unique coaster collection. Another SeaWorld chain coaster, Busch Gardens Williamsburg, was set to debut Pantheon, the world's fastest multi-launch coaster in 2020, but it was pushed back to 2021. Now, the ride features a massive top hat, a stall, and an outer bank turn. This looks like Intamin responding to RMC, and the hype is real. With 4 launches, this ride looks absolutely nuts, but it isn't even my most anticipated Intamin multi-launch of the year. RMC's biggest issue with the Raptor models was the length and capacity of the ride. So, they added trains, they added cars to those trains, and they introduced a layout that's 3,000 feet in length. Jersey Devil Coaster has the layout to be an absolute sleeper hit of the year, with the Intamin multi-launches and other RMC monster getting more attention. So long as the longer trains are able to maintain the speed and whip of the smaller models, this ride is going to blow people's minds. Great Adventure's biggest addition since El Toro has a chance to rival the Bull for the best in the park. Now, I've never seen the hype train explode so quickly, except for this coaster. Once VelociCoaster was announced, it was everywhere, and honestly, it's worth all the excitement. While it's shorter in height and slower than Pantheon, this offers a harder hitting first launch and extensive theming throughout the ride. Rockwork and dinosaurs will crowd the track throughout most of the first half, and the trains navigate over the lake in the second. Now, it offers ejector airtime moments and a stall. Now, the layout is weaker in my opinion to Pantheon, but the theming makes up for that, and honestly, it's the best Intamin of the year for now. Finally, we have Iron Gwazi, RMC's third hyper hybrid that promises a very different ride experience to the country's other hyper hybrid, Steel Vengeance. Now, this ride is going to absolutely haul throughout its layout with unmatched pacing, and if it's as good as any other RMC, this is going to be a top 5 ride in the country. The shorter length will keep it from taking Steel Vengeance's crown as number 1, but it'll be a worthy rival once it opens. The addition pushes Busch Gardens Tampa into elite company in terms of coaster collections. While it only has 10 coasters, the park will rival almost any other park in quality of rides. So those will be all the major additions coming to the US in 2021, as long as construction and testing don't face major issues. Now, which of these rides are you most excited for? Did I miss any? As always, check out Island Coasters on Instagram for daily coaster content, news, and video updates. Like and share if you want to support the channel, as it really does make a big difference and it helps us grow. For this week, that's all from the shores of Island Coasters.